we're back for Raw.
Okay. So Raw.
Even though, I mean, we recorded the last episode like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Even though that would have been before summer.
You mean like 2 minutes ago, Rob?
No,
Why are we telling everybody this?
Well, they watched the last one, they'd know already.
Yes.
Like, they're so funny.
We are.
We are? I am. I don't know about John.
I think everyone is.
Yeah, John's not.
You're not either.
I am funny.
You suck.
That's why people watch,
Yeah.
listen to them. They keep saying watch as if they're seeing
The
anything.
first thing that happened on Raw was what?
Cena.
No.
Yes.
Hate Cena. He needs to go away.
This was the greatest. Even though Cena's going to be out for a while, which is what he said in
You know, his elbow looked like a bowling ball.
Bowling ball?
Well, a grapefruit maybe.
Yeah.
It was about as big as a grapefruit.
Yeah.
But it was shiny like a bowling ball.
Yeah, right?
It
It's pretty shiny.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel bad. That sucks.
I think that's crazy though, because he had a torn tricep.
Oh my.
You think you'd notice that?
Well, I mean, people are concentrating on how John Cena, quote, quote, can't wrestle.
Yeah, right?
No, I don't mean people, I mean himself.
No, but I'm talking about the main crowd where people wish injury and all that stuff. And
Yeah, like somebody that we know.
But,
Who? What? Who's that guy? Who's that guy? Huh?
No, but I'm not even referring to like other wrestlers. I'm talking about Cena in particular.
Yeah.
Where people don't see the bigger picture, what he's doing. And yeah, I mean, everyone said, "Oh, poor Punk, you know, he's wrestling and he's hurt." Well, hello, John Cena's out there,
Oh, he did?
going all the time, every week after week, injured or not. He's doing the very same thing, if not more, because he still has to do the freaking Make-A-Wish stuff.
He can do more of that now.
His appearances on Total Divas now and all that stuff. He's doing a lot. And, you know, if you're going to give one wrestler credit for doing all this extracurricular stuff, you got to give credit to John Cena as well. Said that he will be gone for a few months.
4 to 6 months, I say 3.
Which means he will be back soon.
I say 3.
Very soon.
They always make the time a lot longer than it really is, so that it's a miraculous recovery.
And everyone realized on Raw that the only reason Daniel Bryan beat John Cena was because of the elbow.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Stop it. Stop it.
I thought that's what Triple H was going to say at the end of Raw, but
He won clean. But we do get...
the elbow wasn't clean.
We get Bryan, who does come out, and then Stephanie McMahon comes out.
I want to say, I loved her promo.
It was good.
I did as well.
It was great.
When she said that he's a solid B+.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard.
It was amazing.
I was like, I don't need to watch the rest of Raw.
I love the
It's just
McMahons.
downhill from here.
Yeah.
I did like Bryan slapping the mic out of her hand. I thought that was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then he picked it up and threw it out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he said when you like sleep with the
He made insinuations that we've all heard before.
yeah, pretty much. But it's
I don't want to cut it down.
they're recreating
generic
like I said,
Stephanie McMahon jokes.
They're recreating.
Jericho
Austin.
did it first.
It's pretty much recreating Austin and McMahon as I don't think everyone can see it, but I see it.
Except we have a far better wrestler in Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
Whoops,
Wait a
I'm
minute.
sorry. Yep,
What?
I said that. Daniel Bryan's a way better wrestler than Stone Cold Steve
definitely
Austin.
by a clear mile. I'm not. That's not even comparing. That's not even comparing.
This is just for those who treat
comparing.
Austin as the holy grail of wrestling.
It is comparing. Yeah, Punk's even a better wrestler than Stone Cold.
He is. Absolutely.
That's obvious.
Really?
Yeah, that's obvious.
And what about Paul London?
Being a better wrestler than
Stone Cold.
that's also obvious.
Wow.
There's a lot of people out there who are better
Stone Cold's
in
not
ring
a technical
wrestlers.
wrestler.
than
No, he's
Stone Cold
not.
Steve Austin, yeah.
Why are you
For him-
surprised at hearing this?
Well, no, I'm not surprised.
You are. You can hear it in your voice. Really?
It's everyone thinks Stone Cold is a god.
No,
Right
it's
or
JBL.
wrong?
It's JBL.
Yes, JBL is the wrestler.
He is a wrestling god, but you know,
Certainly he's on a pedestal.
Oh, he is. Don't get me
But-
wrong.
Yeah, and that pedestal was Mount Everest, right? Because JBL
Quote unquote
climbed Mount Everest.
wrestling purists, it's obvious that Stone Cold's not the best wrestler.
No, he's not. He didn't make it very far in our wrestling bracket either.
No,
I think he was eliminated second round.
Just by
Lita.
technical ability.
Yeah, I think
By
no.
Lita.
Was it Lita? No, Lita eliminated The Rock.
Yeah.
We still have that?
I don't remember. I was listening to one of our shows
Yeah.
before.
It was a while back.
I was wondering if we still had that. But yeah, you did get eliminated early. But yeah, I think he can wrestle. He just compared to Bryan and Punk, he was like, no, there's no challenge. So I think Bryan and Punk would.
Which is why I don't
Destroy
care for
him in a
CM
match.
Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania. I don't care.
Well, Punk
It's
and
just for the
Lesnar.
build-up.
Punk and Lesnar lived up to the hype.
They want the build up and the promos, but you don't. What?
Well,
Punk's gonna carry it again.
Lesnar once again with the promotion talk.
Wait, where are we?
He got a sweet promo.
Oh yeah, what? What did he say?
Best of the 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 best.
Hey, even say something stupid.
He's the best and the Beast.
Yes, the Beast is the best.
Yeah, he shouldn't talk. At least with Stone Cold and Punk, we'd get pretty good promos. Back and forth instead of Lesnar saying, Paul, say something stupid. Or something like that.
He was so bad that on the next promo they had him do, he was clearly reading off a teleprompter. And I'll give it to him. He tried to move around. It's like something you do to make it
was
more
better,
difficult
though.
to see that you're reading. But he would pause, and you remember the promo?
I do remember the promo.
Just him in black background. His head was like this. The whole
yeah,
you
whoever's
could see his
holding
eyes moving.
Yeah,
he didn't learn. He didn't learn properly to keep moving his head. He was just like this. It's like no one will
They're
notice.
screwing around with the cards and putting it like that way.
No, it's on.
I know it's on a teleprompter, but
he forgot to move his neck. No one can see this. So it's dead air, but
just back and forth. But it was a better promo though. I give him credit.
At least I was gonna say they didn't do it to Jack Swagger, but all those We the People stuff on YouTube.
And by the way,
I
give the segment with Stephanie and Brian an A+.
Oh, we're gonna do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be part of that.
I was
cutting down every segment and giving it a grade.
No, I was just kidding. I was kidding because of the Stephanie thing. That's
You
all.
weren't kidding.
Shut up.
You were.
Next we get
But it was
Sandow
good.
versus Cody Rhodes. I thought this was way better than their SummerSlam one. Winner with a roll-up, Cody Rhodes. Don't understand what's with the roll-ups.
I guess Sandow's getting the Ziggler treatment.
Yeah, I guess so.
Where
Future world champion.
Loses forever, and then he's going to win. Hopefully he doesn't get injured.
Yeah, right?
When he finally cashes in.
Paul Heyman is up next. He cuts his promo saying pretty much, forgive
If he
Punk.
apologizes, he'll forgive him.
He still loves CM Punk.
I loved it.
He still loves CM Punk.
I thought it was great.
He'll take him to the main event at SummerSlam, WrestleMania, and he'll be the WWE champion again, and so on and so forth. That ends. Next we get Cameron and Naomi backstage stretching, and the Bella Twins walk up. And that's it.
Total Diva segment.
Yep.
That's all.
Greatest reality television show.
Next we get Cameron and Naomi
television.
versus Layla and AJ Lee.
Did you hear Layla scream after
That's who it was.
God.
Yeah.
Layla kept yelling the whole match.
Yeah.
It was obnoxious.
No, when she lost the match though. That was a strange voice.
Yeah, right?
That was very strange. I didn't like that.
This was crap. Next we got 3-on-1 match because of Dolph Ziggler doesn't trust Triple H, so Brad Maddox, being the bully he is.
No, Brad Maddox is not a bully.
He's a bully.
He's taking care of business.
Putting the shield against Dolph Ziggler.
He's just
What's
sucking
wrong?
up. That's all he's doing.
It's a legal match.
That's all it is.
Okay.
It's just him trying to keep his spot.
Well,
And if Dolph Ziggler is gonna keep saying things like that on his shirt, where I'm sitting here, maybe what if he stole one of the Shield's girlfriends?
that would be kind of fun.
He deserves the 3-on-1 then.
Well,
What's interesting?
Is he dating anyone? Is Seth Rollins dating anyone? Is
I don't know.
Roman
I
Reigns
don't
dating
know.
anyone?
Well, Dolph Ziggler's legitimately dating AJ Lee now.
What?
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not?
Stop it.
Yes.
Stop it.
Stop it.
They are.
Anyway.
Yeah. I do want to say what's interesting to me is
The match was good, though.
that Brad Maddox doesn't have a beef with the Shield anymore. I thought that they were
Yeah,
really
right.
going to keep
Well-
that going, even though he's a heel and they're a heel.
Mhm.
But
Well,
it seems like
a
it
lot of
doesn't even
people
matter.
have let bygones be bygones.
Yeah, like...
The Randy Orton has forgiven the Shield. Triple H
Has forgiven Randy Orton.
has forgiven Randy Orton.
Even though they still
Stephanie
had-
McMahon has forgiven
Yeah.
Randy Orton.
They hugged.
Everybody has forgiven everybody. This
Yeah,
was such a heartwarming episode of
Yes,
Monday
it
Night
was.
We
Raw.
skipped all the way to the end of the
One
episode.
big happy
Oh,
family.
Ridiculous.
Yes. It was
Next we
amazing.
get Sin Cara versus Alberto Del Rio.
Can't
And
believe
then the
it.
great match of the year.
Can't believe it.
Match of the year.
Speaking of match of the year, next episode of NXT,
Yes.
I heard the match on there is supposed to be match of the year quality.
Ooh.
Sami Zayn versus Antonio Cesaro.
For you smarks out there, which is Claudio Castagnoli versus...
No, that's a different
Alberto.
person.
Guy, the
I don't
different
know who that is.
names.
I'm saying for those smarks out there, you know...
Then they know that they're not the same person.
Yeah.
And their
One
names are
guy
different,
is in a
obviously.
successful wrestling company. The other guy wrestled
yeah.
in Ring of Poopy, which
retired-
is terrible at running
retired-
pay-per-views online. Can't do
Awful.
anything right. Crappy
Awful.
company, which is even worse than TNA. So, Yep.
Actually, ROH is
terrible.
better.
No, they have terrible.
Actually, it's
terrible.
better. Nope.
They can't even do their streams right.
I know. I
Therefore,
I
they are
heard.
inferior to TNA.
Well, speaking of
Um,
not doing streams right, who is it? EA can't get their stuff together.
Oh yeah.
Last weekend,
With
I
servers
waited.
down.
I waited for their reveals for the WrestleMania mode or whatever it is for the new game. They were an hour late to start the stream,
That's
Yeah.
kind of funny.
and I had to sit there and look at the chat room and go just nonsensical comments. And at one point it slowed down and somebody put, "Can anybody even read this stuff?"
Yeah.
Because it's just, who are they even saying anything to? You can't be answering questions that quickly.
EA disappoints a lot. So.
And they just rehired. I don't want to get into a big rant because I could if I wanted
Oh
to.
God.
But they hired the same staff that put THQ out of business.
Right.
At least,
So it's gonna be the same
in
game.
regards to the WWE games. Well, it's gonna be the same game for at least the next 2 installments. That means I'm saying this one coming out and the next one, because it's the same company, and they already start making the next game a year in advance.
Right.
That's why all the models are old, except for the really big ones like Punk or whatever, where they just change his hair
Right.
or his beard or something. But they're all. It's gonna be the same game. It's gonna be the same
just
game.
like
for the next
Madden.
2 years.
But
Yeah, it's all the same game.
let's get back on track here because Sin Cara once again.
No, he's a match. This is a match
Look.
of the year. You get first. You get a
Again?
guy like John Cena who wrestles year in and out, year in and year out, with injuries, and then you
Again.
have Sin Cara, who
Again.
is
Well, you know what? That's a smart thing. If he keeps taking time off when he gets injured instead of working through it, maybe it's gonna.
But now, I'm assuming
Add to
he's
his
still going
longevity.
to the Rey Mysterio school
Well,
of
that's
yes, he
obvious.
is.
injuries.
But I just want to say, you see it all over the internet. People just calling him like botch car or whatever. Just he botches all the time and he just keeps getting injured. And I've tried to just say, no, you guys, it happens. You know what I mean? But
But this guy, he's
again,
very hard to defend.
it's
He's
very
on air.
difficult.
You just can't.
He puts on, and he was having a couple good matches recently without any problem.
He's actually in the dark match on SmackDown against Sandow.
Is there another heat on
So
Sin
maybe
Cara
it
headline
doesn't
out
work.
there?
Maybe I was right, and it's a work just to get the match over with, to get to the promo. I'm very happy about this news. I asked you to not say any spoilers. I guess it's not really a spoiler because
No,
it's a dark match. I'm gonna continue to defend Sin Cara.
You have problems. Anyway, we talked about RVD and
He's really good in the ring.
Ricardo. Yeah, we're coupling there.
This is going to be an amazing pair.
Next,
Nope, it is.
It should have been Rey Mysterio.
next we get an awesome promo from
I
Zeb
don't know why
Coulter.
you're laughing at that. I mean, when I said it to you before, you laughed at it. Why?
Rey Mysterio?
Yeah.
Now,
Because I
makes sense.
didn't
Rey
even
Mysterio
think of him
versus
coming
Del Rio
back.
again.
I just totally forgot about Rey Mysterio. I thought it was funny. That,
Rey
how can I
Mysterio
forget
coming
about
back
this guy? It
against
does make
Del
sense.
Rio
It
again.
really does. It really
I mean, they're pushing this heritage thing really hard with Del Rio. Rey Mysterio works
Yeah.
perfectly.
oh, he does. It does.
And then he brings
it's
out
like-
RVD. It has nothing to do with anything.
but.
No but.
No but.
No biggie butchies.
Biggie butchies. We had an awesome promo from Zeb Coulter, and this is where I'm
You've
gonna go.
skipped,
This is where I know.
sir. I'm still talking about Del Rio.
Yeah, I'm done with Del Rio.
This balloon broken face.
Once again,
his eyes were bloodshot.
I want to congratulate
one eye, right?
those three
I made a joke
three
saying he, like,
guys
sneezed.
for whoever got
And they
that
had the bruising
punch in. I congratulate that guy.
That
so-
wasn't one punch.
Yeah, that was definitely. Not
If it was one punch,
If it was one punch, it was from like Superman or something.
If Del Rio was talking crap, he deserves it. There's no reason to talk crap.
That's his
Superhero.
rep backstage. Apparently, he's a big trash talker.
Well, that's not gonna get you far
well,
in the
because
business.
look where he's from. I don't mean the country he's from.
No, the
I mean
family.
the family that he's
Family,
from.
yeah.
He's a big deal.
Although I did like when he said the one guy he'd like to kick in the face was the Miz. And I agree with him.
Everyone should kick the Miz in the face.
Yep.
Next we get Zeb Coulter cut an awesome
bit of a
promo.
foreshadowing.
Now we get to the part where I rant off a little bit.
Wait, this is the Zeb Coulter promo?
Yes, oh, it was awesome.
What did he say again? Something about... Oh, I agree with everything Zeb Coulter has said.
I agree too.
What did he said something... Was this the one where he said something about an earthquake, or was that last week?
I can't remember where it was gonna just fall off.
Yeah, and I was like, yes! That's all we need. Get rid of California, please.
But, let's get to Darren Young for a second.
I don't think we need to address that.
I think we need to.
I would just want to say before this happens, this paints you in a very poor light.
It does. It does.
This makes you look really bad.
It does. I know it does. I guess if you come out of the closet now, you will get a push in WWE. Automatically, so...
I feel like I really need to lighten the load on John.
No, because here's the thing.
We were
John's
talking about
point...
this before.
Right.
And
not
he just doesn't say it right.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It comes
the point,
out
the point
really
you're trying to
bad.
make is absolutely right.
Not being me.
The way you say it is turn.
The way
I'll
you
elaborate.
said it.
I'll elaborate on what John's saying. No, actually,
You want me to?
I don't care.
A little bit.
But the thing is, that obviously there was news last week. Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
Oh, God. That's how much Darren Young mattered a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Nobody cared.
Hey, I like Darren Young.
Yeah, you did, because you always compared people who got pinned in tag teams to
Yeah, right.
Darren Young.
And I'll just say it.
No.
I made the joke. After he got the pin, he got the win. My friend said, "I thought you liked Darren Young." She was like, "Oh man, he's supposed to get pinned. He always gets pinned." Like, no, I do like Darren Young. It's just, good for him coming out of the closet or whatever. But that was the most selfish thing I've ever heard in professional wrestling.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Name any story from Ultimate Warrior or Hogan. This is worse.
Yep.
And also,
Absolutely.
he gets the pin? Are you kidding me?
Let me. I'm trying to help you right now. I'm trying to take the weight off.
No, I want the weight on me. I want the haters.
Because
I want him to say it though. Let's let him say it, and then
say
we'll elaborate.
what
Okay.
Go ahead.
Because now that he came out, if the company continues the way that they were treating him always getting the pin, being the Darren Young of the group, it makes them look bad. As if
they would be called homophobes if
exactly.
Darren Young kept losing.
Yeah, as if this is the reason why he's lost again.
Yeah.
So now they have to make him
Well,
win.
now it's proven that the
ridiculous.
WWE are heterophobes because they wouldn't let straight Darren Young win.
Yeah, right?
And they said, "Oh well."
So, Mr. He comes out of the closet and he magically gets a win. Are you kidding me?
See, I'm trying to say it in a nicer way.
No, F that. This is bull. I'm sorry.
I like that you're the way you're saying
I'm sorry.
it.
I mean, say if
I like Darren Young.
Okay.
I don't care.
No, you've always liked Darren Young. That's
I just think that this was maybe planned.
Our first phone caller. Second phone caller.
He got tired of eating the pin. So now he's like, you know what? I'm gonna
be on top this time.
Yeah, I made that joke too. Mike.
That was your joke, yeah.
Maybe he was okay with getting pinned because he's a bottom. It was the joke.
He wants to experiment a little bit.
Because he's a bottom. That's why he didn't mind getting pinned. But, all right, he put them in a position where he has to win now.
Yeah.
And whether that was intentional or not, I also made the joke of him and Titus O'Neil talking backstage because they were losing regularly.
Well, now I know why Titus O'Neil wears extra tight tights. It's to keep Darren Young motivated in the ring, I guess. Right?
Terrible.
What?
Terrible.
It's the truth.
But I think that Darren Young was just, if it's fake.
No, I hate this.
If it's a work. No,
Darren Young.
He didn't mind saying that.
They should have locked him in the closet because now we don't get Titus O'Neil doing his time. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. We didn't get that on Monday.
I'd rather see that than what Darren Young's doing right now.
You know what, though? He still could have done it.
But they didn't. No, they probably told him, don't get the crowd on your side. We gotta get people to care about Darren Young.
Yeah, but Darren Young also wasn't showcased all that much in the match until the end.
Until the end.
Yeah.
And now, I bet you he wins again. I bet you he gets the pin on someone again and
you know
again.
What? Good.
Again.
I tell you, the moment
I like Darren Young.
This is garbage. I'm sorry.
The moment I heard his music,
it's garbage for the wrong reasons.
It's garbage. Let me see if that makes sense.
It doesn't sound
garbage for.
You can just say it's garbage.
It's just garbage. Either way you put it,
It's really
it's
garbage.
trash.
I like that.
It
I
doesn't
don't
make
care.
sense.
You know what?
Also, I love
Zack
that-
Ryder got over by putting the Z True Long Island stories on YouTube. However you get over, you get over.
And
Good work,
speaking of
Darren Young.
inexplicable face turns,
So wait, so for
all of a sudden the primetime players are faces.
So wait, yeah, exactly. So for the people in the WWE locker room, just come out and say it. Come out of the closet because
Yes.
you'll get a push. Maybe not for the WWE title, but you'll get a little push.
Maybe
Just like-
not. Maybe not because Darren Young already did it.
Oh yeah,
He already did it. Not everybody can get a push at once. Good work, Darren.
Yeah, right.
Selfish, but hey, it worked.
Selfish piece of crap. Anyway.
Poor Cesaro.
Yeah, right. He's got to deal with that.
I was half joking when I said that.
What?
It could be
no, I
looked
mean
at as
poor
being
Cesaro
selfish.
in the sense that.
No, man, I was talking about Darren Young.
Darren Young sucks. Anyway.
But no, because
Literally.
But the real Americans lose a lot of their matches. I
They
think
do.
They've won like one tag match, so it's
They
not
do.
that
But I'm like,
far-fetched.
wait, once I saw primetime players coming, I'm like, alright, maybe they'll get a win for once.
No, I knew they'd win. As soon as I heard the whistles, I'm like, I know who's gonna win.
No, but
I know who's gonna get the pinfall. But I thought Jack Swagger would be the one that would get.
you know
pinned.
what? Primetime players have won tag matches. However, it's
Yeah,
always
but
been
now
Titus O'Neil that has won them.
But now they're faces, they were heels. All of a sudden, hey, I'm gay, guess what?
You guys were
you're straight you're just face again. I mean,
Well,
come on.
Here's the thing.
It's ridiculous.
Darren Young, the person,
That's my problem.
came out. He's homosexual.
Darren
Young, the character, does it need to be?
And maybe he's straight.
Chris Benoit, the person,
Was a murderer.
Murder.
Chris Benoit, the wrestler,
Awesome.
one of the greatest.
Well, maybe he
wrestlers
was
of
a
all time.
murderer. It's just that the ref rang the bell and nobody rang a bell at his house, so maybe that's why he didn't notice.
Maybe it
it.
was the doorbell. Or maybe. Nah, that was stupid.
God. Well, either way, this
I don't
match.
even know what you guys are doing now.
You don't get the reference. It's okay. What's the next match?
John, do you want to talk more?
About Darren Young?
Yeah.
No, we'll let
I don't wanna
let Bravo do that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Bravo. Do
Oh, the
that.
logo channel.
Or
Oh,
Logo.
you
It's-
guys.
I'm just telling the truth. These are not jokes.
You know what's funny because
Because they really were all over Bravo, TMZ, and all these people. All of a sudden,
CBS, Fox News.
yeah, you know what?
It's ridiculous.
I didn't know about all that stuff. Like I said before, we weren't recording. I didn't know that he was on all
He was
these different
sitting on.
networks.
I'm like, this is ridiculous.
I heard about it, but I didn't know about it.
I
until
mean,
much
I want
later.
to say, like, say if like Tom Hanks came out of the closet, would he be on TMZ or
Should this-
freaking?
no, he'd be
Fox
He'd be
News.
glorified even more. It's true. Will this be a new storyline mode in the
Oh,
next
God.
WWE? Make your character gay, and automatically get it a push.
Maybe, but who knows? It was only one Raw. Maybe he was.
If he
lined up
gets
for
another
the,
win, I'm
maybe
done.
he was lined up for the win.
I am done.
Maybe.
Because now I bet they're gonna get the tag team titles. I guaranteed you. Because
No, no,
Rob
no.
said.
Big Show and Mark Henry.
Exactly what Rob said. If he loses, they have glad. Oh, he's losing because he's gay. No, they're gonna keep on winning.
Yes.
You make it sound so bad. I was.
His finisher should be the go-go player.
I was talking very legitimately.
And he
that-
should do the Maurice pin.
that-
And now everybody's gonna get Darren Young in the creative character
Oh my
and give him
God.
all the diva moves.
He should put him in a go-go.
he has a legitimate moveset.
No, I know. Does he really
Yeah.
in the game?
Well, he's created this year at least.
Okay.
But
It'd be interesting
if you
to see
watched his
his
matches,
moveset.
he has a legitimate moveset.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not hating because he's gay. I'm
You're,
hating for
you're,
the
you're
fact.
definitely hating.
No. You know
I was
what I
hating
mean.
because
Everyone knows what
I know what
mean.
you mean.
Everyone knows what I mean. I'm not hating the fact he's gay. He wants to be gay, whatever. Fine.
It's not.
Just don't
It's-
hit on
it's-
John.
it's the fact.
That's still easy to say.
It's the fact that now all of a
John
sudden
likes
he's
that.
getting a push.
Well, again,
That's my problem.
I will wait, like Rob said, to see
It's
what
only
happens
one
next
match.
week. Because if
What?
he
They
wins a
could've lined
singles
up.
match next week,
Oh God.
we'll see
I
what
don't think
happens.
he's ever won a singles match
I don't think so either.
on WWE television.
But let's get
Next match.
Big Show versus Shield. Very actually good match.
I enjoyed how. It's always funny to me when somebody looks confident and then they lose.
Yes.
Because Big Show's like all smiley. You sure you want to do that to the Shield?
Yeah, right.
Fast forward on your DVR, and all of a sudden he's triple powerbomb.
Yep, right. Oh well.
Although I didn't like that they did it. The camera angle was from the back because I wonder if Big Show did another waterfall from his mouth. Because I don't know if you remember the first time the Shield triple powerbombed him.
I remember that.
He just spit out a lot of saliva.
Yeah.
I'm like, what was that waterfall I just saw?
Next we get the
but
CM Punk.
But they did mention that it would be Big Show and Mark Henry versus the Shield for the tag titles.
Okay. Well, they have to build. They have to get primetime players. You know, some wins. You know, they've been losing every Raw.
That's not true because the Usos also lost a lot of matches for a long time, and then
they
had
started
one win,
winning.
2 wins, and they were #1 contender.
So wait, if it's the Usos versus the primetime players next week, who wins?
The primetime players.
Political
correctness.
On one side, you have Total Divas. That's why they got the push.
Yeah.
Because was it Jey Uso's being featured on it?
Let's see. Total Divas.
No, but one's a TV show, and what is political correctness?
Yes.
Political
correctness kind of wins that over.
It will always win.
Not if this was the 90s.
That's true. I miss the 90s.
Everyone does. But it's dead. Attitude
I think a lot
Era
of
is
people
dead.
from our generation does.
I still dress like I'm in the 90s.
I think everyone does.
No, not everyone does.
No.
Yeah, really.
Next,
What was next?
the Punk segment, which everyone knows.
I
Great promo.
I like the promo because a lot of people were
fat kid.
He bullied a fat kid.
A lot of people were dissecting this online, and basically pointing out, what does that even really do? Calling out a fan?
It doesn't
because they can't.
Even if he wants to jump out,
calling them out, they're never gonna get to the ring.
Yeah.
You call them out, they jump the guardrail, they're down.
Yeah.
Security's there.
And they're banned from all WWE events.
Yeah. So what is there really
so
to do?
I mean, for everybody who knows that's the case. Yeah, to the usual fan, Punk seems like a tough guy, but I mean, how tough is it calling out a guy you know can't make it to the ring?
No, I know what you mean.
Or punching the wrong guy in the face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who doesn't see it coming because he had no idea what would happen.
Yeah. Or maybe he saw who pushed him, and he clearly punched the weaker fan, so he wouldn't have to really fight.
Too bad
somebody.
we saw that his head was turned, so he couldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
We got a unsanctioned match between.
It wasn't a match.
It
was just a
fight.
And it was another way to discredit the Intercontinental Champion.
Yes.
This really bothered me.
Why does that discredit him?
Because Punk
is
took
the main
a
eventer.
huge beating the night before versus Brock Lesnar. He comes back, he's limping, obviously not 100%, and he's still
But he's been limping.
not like he was on Raw. This was like straight up blade up.
Right.
He looked like he got out of a car wreck,
Okay.
minus the bruises.
Right.
And they put out a fresh Curtis Axel,
Yes.
confident as
Taped up
can be.
taped up wrists.
Yeah,
taped up
That
wrists.
made no sense.
Paul
Yeah,
Heyman is there. Paul Heyman's there to help if
He's
anything.
never had taped up
Yeah,
wrists. I mean, not the way he had it on Raw.
Yeah, and by the end of this segment, Curtis Axel's laid out.
Yeah, but they brawled for a while.
They did. It was a good brawl.
Which is even worse because if it's one guy who's beaten up versus a
already.
fresh guy,
Right.
if it takes a while, the other guy's gonna be going down.
Yeah, but he
slowly
only got beat up by Brock Lesnar. It's not like he got pedigreed by Triple H.
Okay, fair enough. But John Cena got beat up by Brock Lesnar and had his arm in a sling.
Good point.
And John Cena's Superman.
Indeed he is.
It's a tough call, but I think the only loser out of this segment was Curtis Axel, and all he does is
No, you're right.
it keeps on down.
I'm kind of hoping they get the Intercontinental title off him.
At this point, it doesn't matter. That belt means nothing. The only way you can make that belt mean
Put
something
it back
again.
on Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
And I was going to get into this before. This is for another show, but get rid of the World Heavyweight Championship.
I agree.
I've said it since the beginning. Split the brands.
Because there was
Two shows,
the three of us. The three of us are on a Facebook group, and at one point somebody did post, what's a way to. I forget what he said about the World Heavyweight Championship, but should we get rid of it? And one moron out there said, "Oh, I don't mind 2 titles. I like it." But then I'm like, but it doesn't make any sense because the 2 titles were made for 2 different brands.
Yes.
There is no brand split anymore.
Yes.
Why would you have 2 champions? And the World Heavyweight, whenever it's matched up against WWE,
Well,
it's always buried anyway because Sheamus
it's-
was World Heavyweight Champion at one point, and CM Punk totally discredited the World Heavyweight Championship. It's not his fault. He's
No.
right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well,
what was all Sheamus did was put on that goofy smile
Yes.
and still be like,
Well,
"Oh, I'm
let's-
still World Heavyweight."
let's finish Raw. I want to get Raw out of the way.
Well, no, I like this because
No, it's gonna be its
I
own
don't-
show.
I don't like.
It's gonna be its own show. We got to do one.
I
one
haven't
segment.
addressed it number.
Yeah.
Next we
remember.
get R-Truth versus Bray Wyatt. Nothing. Bray Wyatt won.
And no mention of Kane.
Yeah, right?
Nope, except just by Michael Cole. That was it.
Yeah.
We
I
get
guess
a-
they're waiting for an Undertaker date to
Yeah, right?
mention Kane.
Next we get Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal versus the Usos. I was really rooting for 3MB.
Hey, I thought
Because
that they
of,
could have.
yeah.
They could have pulled
But-
it out. But like I said, I think it was
Short
on the
and
last
sweet.
show that we recorded 2 days ago.
Mhm.
I kept looking to see if
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre, because when the camera was on him, his back was turned.
Yeah.
I wanted to see a monstrosity, and all he had was a bruise on
Drew
his abdomen.
knows how to fight.
Yeah.
Unlike that
if
Del Rio
if he was in the
person.
match, he would have beaten the Usos by himself.
You know
Yes.
what? You know what happened?
Hmm.
And this isn't gonna be old. It's not like I said this like 20 minutes ago or anything, because I said it like 2 days ago when we recorded the last episode. Drew's just walking around. He's like, I hear a pie.
He has to go.
Bursts through.
Next,
Pie's over. And he just
next we
took
get
it to them.
the Miz and Wade
No,
Barrett.
wait. What was it? There was something about this that I was gonna say. How about the Usos doing the Rikishi dance at the end of the match?
Oh yeah, whatever. Don't care.
Taking a page out of Chavo's book.
What the hell's going on up
It's an
there?
earthquake.
It's an earthquake. The Miz versus Wade Barrett.
Nobody cares. Oh
nobody
wait,
cares.
no. Actually, I was gonna say nobody cares.
But Fandango hit the late
No,
drop.
no. The crowd chanted "Let's go Barrett," and I loved it so
Yes.
much. I loved it. And
Very nice crowd.
Miz's stupid face looking around, trying to do the fist. Come on, guys, cheer for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miz. They're cheering for
Sorry.
Barrett.
I thought that was very interesting.
Sorry.
Good.
Because I'm also a fan. Hey, you know what? NXT 1 had a really good roster.
Yeah.
No,
And then
it was
you
hit or
know,
miss with them, but
just
you know, it's amazing.
and just what I was saying about what's his face, Miz sucking.
Miz does suck. Big time.
I thought we gave up on this.
No. We went back to
I thought
it.
you were on hiatus.
We came back.
Oh, thank God. I hope you didn't lose your fan base.
We got two more actually.
I got two more
Nice.
actually. I need some comedy. Thank you, Uncle. Appreciate that. Anyway, I was really trying to avoid. I was trying to get through. I knew he was coming home. Next we
Home
get
to the studio,
into the studio.
the professional studio.
Yes.
Next we get
Generic skyscraper radio tower.
Yeah,
That's
right.
Where, that's where we do our show from.
Very expensive. Next we get to the new corporation of Vince.
No, wait, we didn't cover when Fandango flattened the Miz's already flat face,
Yes, we get it. We get it.
which I loved.
I forgot I was going to say this. It has nothing to really do with anything. It has no bearings on reality.
Uh-huh.
But about 3MB. I was playing WWE 13.
Uh-huh.
And in the universe, it had Hunigo and Camacho versus, I think it was Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal.
All right.
Nice.
And at some point, a cutscene happened, and Camacho left,
Oh no.
leaving it a handicap match.
Okay.
And then somehow Drew McIntyre came out. It was perfect. Alright, I'm sitting there watching this. I'm letting this play out, and I'm thinking,
Wait a minute.
this-
You watched it?
I
You didn't
because
play it?
I didn't play it because
You
I
are.
wanted
It's a
to-
cutscene.
I
Right?
want,
dork.
no, there was a match. I wanted to see
Okay,
what would
okay.
happen.
So
I
what
didn't
happened?
care who won.
Oh, what happened?
And I'm like, I said out loud, "There's no way Hunigo is gonna win this match."
Oh my goodness.
No.
That's no. Don't finish.
did.
it.
Don't
No, I don't
finish.
wanna-
He did. They beat him up.
I hate.
They did a
That's why I
superplex
will,
to the
That's why I'm
outside.
not buying any WWE games.
They were
anymore.
beating him up. There was 2 on
Fine,
1,
WWE games.
and he won.
It's okay, Ant-Man.
He didn't even use a finisher.
Oh, speaking of which, best part of Raw was Fandango's Foot Locker commercial.
Yes.
I
The
like
shoes
this Foot Locker.
are beautiful.
I like this Foot Locker.
The shoe is beautiful.
Now let's
You have a
get.
beautiful shoe there.
I will now be going to Foot Locker as opposed to Modell's
I still
for my
won't be.
shoes.
Won't go on, but it was still a good promo.
So what was the next match?
No, that was it. That was the main event. Next, we get to the new
the
corporation of
I missed.
I just have one thing to say about this, so you guys can.
I missed heel Triple H very much.
I'm glad he's back.
He needs to go away again.
No, I missed heel
He needs to
Triple H.
stay
I did like what they
backstage.
did with Brian as they told him to get in the ring. And
Everybody knows the best part was Triple H talking about burying things.
Yes.
Right. Checking egos at the door.
Yeah, right?
Everybody.
Did everyone hear that?
When he said, "Like I do every time I come into the building," that was just amazing. And he knew what he was doing too.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
He was very smart. He played up to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's good to see the McMahon family.
It's a big happy family.
Huh?
Minus Linda.
Minus Linda and Shane McMahon, who are not there.
I forgot about Shane. That's really messed up.
That's sad.
Is it sad?
That's it. Shane McMahon will come back, and we'll have another family feud match thing.
Awesome.
4-way.
Yes.
They each have their own wrestler.
But
Really?
Yeah.
You
And
think?
John Cena wins. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
So the Rock.
John
should have
Cena
been-
wins.
He pins the Rock.
No, he comes after.
So I guess we're done talking about this. I'll just
yeah,
say what I was gonna say. I was reading a lot of people talking back and forth about how this buried Daniel Bryan, and I
No,
can't
absolutely
imagine
not.
how anyone can see it that way.
Those are smart, just talking.
Because he had to get through the Shield,
Which is already legitimized.
and you know, he got through them because they were already in 2 matches.
Yeah.
And he
And
still
he's
got
still
to the
technically
ring.
and didn't really get in there.
And the only thing that stopped him was the RKO.
Yeah.
Which, whether you like Orton or not, in the WWE, it's still legit.
Right.
It's not a pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see how that could be considered burying somebody. I mean, except for all the smack talk that went on beforehand,
It was great.
saying that he was
But
afraid
it's
to get in the ring.
storyline driven
Yeah.
smack talk. You know, it's not just
Now,
because they want to
someone made
say
an
it.
interesting point how Stone Cold had, beer, and someone said this on a site I was on. Kurt Angle had milk. What's Brian gonna use?
He doesn't need to have anything.
He has to have Welch's grape juice because it's really good. I really like Welch's grape juice.
I mean, it's not a bad idea if they go with that again.
It costs too much though. I don't know why it costs like over $3.
Because people will buy it.
Yeah,
It
right?
kills me.
Does
Um,
it? Grape sucks anyway.
No, screw you. No. What? You do not. Well, if you don't like grapes, fine. But Welch's grape juice is amazing.
It's terrible.
You haven't even tried it.
I tried it.
No, then you know it's good, and
And
you're
it
just
was
lying.
spit
So
take.
there you go.
You know, it's because he doesn't like fruits and vegetables.
This is true.
I like grapes. I like bananas.
You just what? You just said you just said grapes suck 2
Yeah,
seconds
you
ago,
just
and
said
now
that.
you just said I like grapes. I
I
like
like
bananas.
grapes, but grape juice is bleh.
You have been exposed.
Bleh. Bleh.
Exposed.
Bleh.
It's okay.
Bleh. See Hotel Transylvania?
No!
No one did?
No!
It's a really good movie.
I'm sure it was, I just didn't get to see it.
When did that come out?
Last year.
Last year.
Oh, blah.
Yeah, see, he goes bleh. That's how vampire. Bleh.
No, I was doing it in regards to Hotel Transylvania.
You're terrible. That was pretty much Raw.
I do. Let me tell you something. I do like the way they're using the Shield. Finally seems to have a purpose again.
Yes, they're
That's
I know,
one
a lot
thing
of
I
people
like.
were complaining about them being stale.
Because it wasn't that they were stale. It's just that
Because they were doing the same
they
thing
had
that they initially did.
because
Didn't change.
the storyline led up to them winning the titles, and then they had nothing for them. After.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like that was the end
They
of the
went through
storyline.
everybody legit.
Yeah.
They went through the main event already.
Now
And then
it's-
we got some idiotic commentary. One show that I listened to. It's so stupid that I have to reference them so you could hear how stupid they are.
Okay.
On TV Tracks, the Don Tony and Kevin Castle show. Idiotic show. It was trying to say that Shield's over. Nobody boos them. Nobody has a reaction. It's not true at all.
Yeah.
The Shield always has a reaction when they come out. And you can hear it because the beginning of their theme is not very loud. It's just,
Yeah.
a bunch of, whatever you call that, but the Shield is very over as heel.
Yeah.
It was just the
It's-
creative didn't have a place for them
Yeah.
at the moment, but every time they came out, they did have a reaction.
Yeah.
Um,
They have this thing now where heels are over
yeah,
as faces and they get cheered.
yeah, that's
you hear
all
the
it
music,
was.
people cheer. They don't boo.
And
them.
he was trying to say, and they were trying to say, oh yeah, when they come out, the crowd doesn't have a reaction, kids don't know what to do. No, they're not. People are like trying to touch them like they always do, whatever.
Yeah.
They always get crowd noise. The Shield is one of those groups that does bring out crowd reaction.
Yeah.
And for you to try to ignore that is it's stupid. It's stupid. If you want to blame somebody for that, blame creative. It took them this long to give them a purpose, but I like where they're at right now.
No, definitely.
I really
Makes
do.
sense.
And they made a bunch of appearances on Raw.
Yeah, they did. Right? Oh my God, it was like Shield Raw.
And I
Pretty
liked
much
it.
it was.
Maybe that's why it was
Yeah,
a good
but
Raw.
but that's also like when they had AJ.
You saw the joke, right? That the Shield came out more than Darren Young.
But you remember the show or for a little while, it was like all AJ. The whole show was AJ.
It was.
AJ.
And it just completely oversaturated the product with her.
And there's another one with Daniel Bryan, where it was basically Daniel
Just
Bryan.
him all, yeah.
I know.
recently-
I did like
recently.
Daniel Bryan staying away for like the rest of the show.
That's because he got
where
he got taken out.
he got back into the building.
Yeah, he got back in the building somehow.
WWE
Somewhat.
security
That
is so
damn,
amazing.
damn security.
I
man,
should
it's
try to break
terrible.
in there. I know I
should.
can break in.
And did you notice that a lot of the security was his height?
Yeah, right.
Except for one. One was shorter than
I
him.
thought he was gonna take the security out, but then I'm like, nah, he wouldn't do that. Yet.
Whenever I see security, I try to think, which guy is from NXT?
Yeah, right.
Who do I recognize?
See, that's what I was gonna. Did you notice anyone with
No.
security? Okay.
I didn't. But I don't know every indie guy. I don't know the area. So it could have been.
On that note, that wraps Raw.
I like
The Raw was good. I mean,
Well,
the matches could have been a little bit better.
I want to go back to something you said about factions. You think this new corporation, the Shield's in it,
Yes.
Triple H, Stephanie, Vince, Orton. Who could possibly help Daniel Bryan?
Ziggler. That'd be one right off the
Oh,
bat.
because they just did
Because
that
of
whole
what he
Shield
said.
thing, and Big Show, I guess by extension, would then have to do that.
Yes, Big Show would
And I
probably
guess
be
Mark
another one.
Henry.
There you go. There you go. Because that's what I was saying before. After all went off the air, those are the three who came to Daniel Bryan's aid.
Oh,
Interesting.
but really, what aid? Because he was just laid out, right?
I don't
how it
know.
went out.
That's
It
just
was
what
like they were
happened.
beating him up,
But, see, this is where I'm...
and they were on the stage the whole time.
I'm going to take a shot. I mean, it's a shot in the dark. It's probably not going to happen. But if
You're
Cena does
talking
come back...
about
If
where the
Cena-
storyline can go?
Yes, if Cena does come back, I think he joins the corporation.
He wouldn't reform the. I mean, it wouldn't be reformed because it never happened. My source was wrong about the Bella Busters. Listeners would remember
It's
that.
Well, what would have
perhaps.
happened if John Cena didn't get injured? Obviously.
I think he joins the corporation. I mean, his Facebook,
They're
whatever
not,
he
they're not
chooses-
going to turn him heel though.
But he said he was disgusted and disgraced when somebody told him backstage that Randy Orton had cashed it in. No, that Triple H. No,
I think
What
there's
happened?
more
It's a
to...
title to
But
it.
why would he put change ahead, though? That's what I don't understand.
change ahead.
Yeah, you know
A
what?
new color T-shirt.
Yeah.
If you talk in sports, you should talk about how the Washington Redskins have to be called the Washington R word now.
What?
The
We're not-
Washington R word.
What is that?
Because say calling them Redskins is racist, so now they got to be called the Washington R words.
Aha! My news guy.
That's a good name.
The news guy
Yeah, R
from...
words. I thought he meant a different R word.
Yeah, no, so...
So boring. Sports.
Sucks that, because me and Aunt, soon, I think, first week of September would be Football Fridays. So, Rob...
We definitely have to have Rob over for those.
Absolutely not. So that would pretty much do it for today. Yeah, hopefully we'll start doing more shows.
But who else would be along with Daniel Bryan? This wasn't
It wasn't addressed.
included for me.
Well, I said Ziggler is possible, Mark Henry,
There's only three guys.
Big
There's
Show.
still
Rey
two more
Mysterio.
spots.
Stop it.
Rey Mysterio has
It's
to come
it
back.
has to develop. It
Maybe
really
Ray
has
versus
to.
Del Rio.
Maybe
Yeah.
Christian, give him
Yeah.
something to do. You know,
But
Give
I
him something.
echo
When have
that.
they ever needed him to
maybe
do
turn
something?
Cesaro face and have him join
why?
Brian.
No, leave him with the real Americans.
Darren Young. He needs the push, right?
No,
So
no, no, absolutely
Why are
not.
you making this a joke?
Yeah, why are you making this a
just
joke
legit
now?
trying to-
this is legitimate. He just legitimately won a match.
'Cause
Well-
he's gay.
with John Cena out, he's the new John Cena.
Yeah.
What's sad is that that's correct.
Because
John,
he's gay.
he won because he's gay. Oh gosh.
Oh man, we should end the show before we get hate.
We need
So-
Scott Steiner to
Scott
show.
Steiner.
Hey, I'm glad it took this long to get 60 subscribers. 'cause
Yes,
we
right.
just-
Thank you for those 60 subscribers. Thank you.
Bye. It was fun, right?
There was.
Did we end the show?
Are you gonna end it? You didn't even say bye, so we can't end it.
Oh, adios, muchacho.
Really?
Yes.
Still?
Darryl Young's gay.